Are you ready to test your general knowledge with 100 questions across 4 levels? Easy level. Which company makes iPhones, Google or Apple? Well done, it's Apple. What is the fastest land animal, horse or cheetah? The answer is cheetah. Can you guess this animal name? This is blue whale. What is a baby dog called, puppy or kitten? It's puppy. Which country is both a continent and a country, USA or Australia? This is Australia. Which app is used for short video clips, TikTok or WhatsApp? It's TikTok. The sun is a planet, true or false? False, it's a star. Which bird is a symbol of peace, dove or peacock? Good job, it's dove. Which bird can mimic human speech, sparrow or parrot? Yes, it's parrot. Which animal is known as the king of the jungle, elephant or lion? Lion is the answer. Which fruit is a popular source of vitamin C, orange or grapes? Orange. There are 52 cards in a standard deck, true or false? This is true. What is the small, red fruit with seeds on the outside, strawberry or cherry? Strawberry. What is the red, juicy fruit often used in salads, tomato or apple? Tomato. What do kangaroos carry in their pouch, food or baby? It's for baby. Which animal has a trunk, elephant or rhino? Elephant. What is the capital of Japan, Osaka or Tokyo? Tokyo is correct. Which country flag is this? Canada. Which animal is the tallest in the world, giraffe or camel? You're right, it's giraffe. What is the capital of Australia, Sydney or Canberra? Canberra. What is the capital of China, Shanghai or Beijing? Beijing. Which country is known for sushi, Japan or China? It's from Japan. The moon has its own light, true or false? False, it reflects sunlight. Where is the Great Pyramid of Giza located, Greece or Egypt? Egypt. Which country is famous for kangaroos, Australia or Brazil? Australia. Medium level. Bananas are classified as berries, true or false? It's true. Who is known as the King of Pop, Justin Bieber or Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson. Which galaxy do we live in, Milky Way or Andromeda? Milky Way is correct. What does AI stand for, automated intelligence or artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence. Which gas do humans exhale, oxygen or carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide. What is the name of this fruit? This is a jackfruit. Which animal is called the ship of the desert, camel or donkey? It's camel. What country's capital is Paris, Spain or France? France. Which vitamin do we get from sunlight, vitamin B or vitamin D? Vitamin D. Which is the largest continent, Asia or Africa? Asia continent. Yuri Gagarin is the first human to walk on the moon, true or false? False, Neil Armstrong was the first person. Which bird can't fly but swims, ostrich or penguin? Penguin. What does VR stand for, virtual reality or visual response? Virtual reality. Mercury is the hottest in the solar system, true or false? False, Venus is the hottest planet. Who invented the light bulb, Nikola Tesla or Thomas Edison? Thomas Edison. What is the capital of Egypt, Cairo or Giza? Cairo is correct. What is the name of this animal? This is hippopotamus. Which planet is closest to the Sun, Venus or Mercury? Mercury. Which continent is India in, Europe or Asia? It's in Asia. What animal is known for its black and white stripes, zebra or panda? Definitely, it's zebra. The Eiffel Tower grows taller in summer, true or false? True, heat expands metal. What fruit is green outside, red inside, and has black seeds, kiwi or watermelon? Watermelon. Where is the Statue of Liberty located, USA or France? The answer is USA. Which organ filters waste from the blood, liver or kidneys? Kidneys. What is the average adult human body temperature, 32 degrees Celsius or 37 degrees Celsius? (37 degrees Celsius). Hard level. Which company created the Windows operating system, Apple or Microsoft? Microsoft. Mount Fuji is the highest peak in which country, Japan or China? Yes, it's Japan. Wi-Fi stands for wireless fidelity, true or false? It's true. What is the coldest continent, Antarctica or Europe? Antarctica. What is the primary function of red blood cells, fight infection or carry oxygen? Carry oxygen. Which gas makes up most of Earth's atmosphere, nitrogen or oxygen? Nitrogen. Which is the largest ocean, Atlantic Ocean or Pacific Ocean? Pacific Ocean. Which country flag is this? This flag is from Argentina. What is the primary official language of Pakistan, Hindi or Urdu? It's Urdu. Which desert is the largest in the world, Antarctic Desert or Sahara Desert? Antarctic Desert. Alligators can climb trees, true or false? This is true. Which planet is called the morning star, Mars or Venus? Venus. What is the official language of Brazil, Portuguese or Spanish? Portuguese. The first iPhone was released in 2005, true or false? False, it was released in 2007. Which mountain is the tallest in Asia, Mount K2 or Mount Everest? Mount Everest. What river flows through Egypt, Nile or Amazon? Nile River. Which country is known as the land of the rising sun, Japan or South Korea? Japan. What is the capital of Canada, Toronto or Ottawa? Ottawa. Can you recognize this animal? This is a koala. Which country has the Taj Mahal, India or Pakistan? It's in India. Which mountain is the tallest in Africa, Mount Kilimanjaro or Mount Fuji? Mount Kilimanjaro. Which country invented pizza, Italy or France? It is credited to Italy. Where is the Amazon rainforest located, Africa or South America? South America. Which country is the world's largest producer of coffee, Brazil or Colombia? Brazil. Which part of the eye detects light, retina or cornea? Retina. Impossible level. What is the closest star to Earth, Sirius or Sun? Sun is correct. What has an eye bigger than its brain, ostrich or chameleon? Ostrich. What type of galaxy is the Milky Way, irregular or spiral? Spiral. The Industrial Revolution began in France, true or false? False, it started in the UK. Which animal is the fastest swimmer, shark or sailfish? Sailfish. Who was the first president of the United States, Abraham Lincoln or George Washington? George Washington. Which animal hibernates in winter, bear or panda? It's bear. What is a baby sheep called, calf or lamb? It is called lamb. What is the name of this fruit? It's a pear. Who created the first airplane, Wright brothers or Henry Ford? Wright brothers. What is the largest island in the world, Iceland or Greenland? Greenland. What is the name of the first man-made satellite, Apollo or Sputnik? Sputnik. What is the name of our closest galaxy neighbor, Andromeda or Triangulum? Andromeda. Which river flows through London, Seine or Thames? Thames. What was the name of the first computer virus, Creeper or Stuxnet? The name is Creeper. Mars has 2 moons, true or false? True, they are Phobos and Deimos. What is the currency of Mexico, baht or peso? It's peso. Which war began in 1914, World War I or World War II? World War I. Which country uses the rand as its currency, South Africa or Kenya? South Africa. Which country was the birthplace of democracy, Rome or Greece? Greece. Which continent has the most countries, Asia or Africa? Africa. Can you identify this flag? This is from Egypt. Who discovered America in 1492, Christopher Columbus or Ferdinand Magellan? Christopher Columbus. Which 2 countries share the longest international border, Russia and China or USA and Canada? USA and Canada. Which sea separates Saudi Arabia from Africa? Arabian Sea or Red Sea? The answer is Red Sea. Don't forget to comment your score. Pick your next challenge.